Hello, everyone. I am Lily Mae, creator of the Glambitious brand, and I'm excited to present Meet the Coach, where I bring you some dynamic ladies that are coaching in different facets of business, and they're each going to share a special message with you today. If you want to learn about my platform, Glambitious, please visit theglamceo.com because we have a number of opportunities available to entrepreneurs. If you're interested in speaking or writing a book with us or hosting a webinar with us, we can do that. Or if you're interested in being on our magazine cover, we can put you on the magazine cover. We have so many opportunities to help women thrive in entrepreneurship, ebooks, webinars, you name it. So definitely visit theglamceo.com to learn more about my platform. Please also follow it on social media at Glambitious IAM. There we post, information about grants. We post information to just inspire you and just things to help you as an entrepreneur. And of course, you can follow my personal page, which is I Am Lily Mae. So the first speaker of the day is Miss Caddy. I'm going to bring her up and she's going to share a message with you and introduce herself here.
Hello, hello, hello. I am etiquette expert coach Caddy. I'm located here out of Houston, Texas. I've been in business for over 30 years. And today, the topic that I am going to speak about is just basically how to present yourself in the workplace doing social distances during a pandemic. I know we're all are dealing with coronavirus, and some of us are a little afraid of when we go back to work. Do we do handshakes? And as an etiquette expert, I understand that I'm a hugger, and when I see people, I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" And normally, when you're in business, you want to shake someone's hand. But now, during this pandemic, we really have to understand that the rules of etiquette in the workplace have changed. So, we have to change along with what's going on now in the world. So, as an etiquette expert, I'm here to just give you a tad bit notes on what to do during a pandemic and when you go back to work, how that will look when you're used to networking with people and you can no longer shake hands. Okay, because right now we have to be sanitizing, and they are saying in the media that shaking hands causes germs. So we don't want to do anything as far as being disrespectful to the other person. That's why we want to wear masks, because it's going to help protect us and also the other person. So honestly, having good etiquette just means that we're being polite and respectable of other people, right? So therefore, we want to make sure when we go back to work that we're being respectable towards people and not shaking hands. Now, there's other ways that we can do it. Basically, we have this here, or you can tell people, oh, hi from a distance. There's other nice ways. I know that with the mask on, you can't really smile, because sometimes when we smile, it also speaks volumes as well. I always say your smile is your business card, and it really is, because I love to smile. But when you have your mask on, no one can tell that you are actually smiling through your mask. So another thing, you can just nod your head instead of just doing the typical handshaking. So know this, when you go back to work, things may look a little different because, we're in different times right now. What I am basically passing on to everyone is some tips to help you get through this pandemic. And number one is pray. We must all pray because right now we're living in uncertain times. But trust me, we will get through it. We've gotten through other difficult situations, and we will get through this as well. Plan. This is not a time to be idle minded. Do not sit down and don't do anything. There are workshops that you can take online. You can take up different certifications. There are things that you can do and also prepare. prepare for what's next after the pandemic. After the pandemic, you have to know if you're not working, this too shall pass and you will be able to find a job. But you have to, number one, again, pray and plan. You have to make yourself hireable now because everything now is probably going to be the interviews will probably be more so online. So you're going to have to set yourself apart from the rest. So that means if someone is having a workshop, take that online class, learn as much as you can. Again, do not just sit idle minded without doing anything to prepare yourself for what's coming. You want to be on the top end, not the losing end. So I understand we all want to Netflix and chill, but read a good book. There's several good authors. Take a class on personal development. Things are going to change. So with that, we also have to change. Okay. My name is Expert Etiquette Coach Caddy. You can find me in Houston, Texas. I have a debutante, wonderful debutante program in Houston, Texas. And Google me at Expert Etiquette Coach Caddy. I do workshops as well to help you in your personal development. And we'd love to have you in one of our Zoom master classes. So please, again, pray, plan, and prepare. Thank you for watching my segment. Have a great day. Ciao until later.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Raquel Rogers, and I'm the founder and CEO of Latte Resume Consulting. I'm a career coach, so I help people go after the careers that they really want. So if you tell me that you want to be president of the United States of America, so I wanted to give you guys just a few tips of basically how I helped a lot of my clients during the height of COVID-19, which as we all know, uncertainty, unknown, and a lot of people lost jobs and things of that sort. So people were reaching out to me just for encouragement, for next steps, and looking for work as well. So one of the tips that I gave a few of my clients is that you need to be able to the new skill sets or building on the skill sets that you already have. And when I talk about skill sets, I'm talking about your employable skills. So this is basically if you're on an interview or anything of that sort, that's that question that you may get on an interview when an employer asks you about your strengths. So secondly, one of the other tips that I've given to a few of my clients during COVID-19 is that you want to create a space in your home. So if you have children, husband, or even a wife, you want to let everyone in your home know that, hey, this is my designated space, especially if you're a remote worker or you may be looking for work, or even if you're an entrepreneur, having that space in your home just for you it'll definitely create organization, and it'll help you to stay abreast on whatever you're actually trying to go to as far as your career or your business, anything of that sort. And then thirdly, also as I'm going back to the skill sets, what you want to do is you want to if you have like a laptop or a desktop or anything of that sort, you'll want to create you a file on your laptop and just designate it as, if you're running a business, just designate it as a portfolio, digital portfolio, and go ahead and have your resume, your cover letter. Again, if you have a business, go ahead and have your media kit, all of those great things available. So if you do get that call from a client, or you do get that impromptu interview, you already have those things ready to go so that you can email. So again, I don't have much time, but those are just three of the things that I've given a few of my clients that has helped them to actually stay abreast, to actually find work, and also be encouraged during this time of uncertainty. So you can connect with me. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Latte Resume Consulting. You can also email me. I love giving out tips. I love encouraging people through the career processes. And so my email address is lrc@consultant.com, or you can go to my website at latteresumeconsulting.com. Be sure to subscribe, and also be sure to get on our list, because we do have a lot of companies. I'm out in North Carolina, but I work with people all over the U.S. And you get your name on that list, and whatever those skill sets that you have, an employer may be looking for your talents, and we're able to be your ears and your your eyes for that particular employer, and we can get us linked up and hopefully help you out with that journey of going towards your career.
And Charlisa, you could just introduce yourself and jump right into it.
Okay. Hello, good evening. Hello. I am Charlisa Harriet, affectionately known as Coach C, the crushing chemo chick. Yeah, that's me. And the CEO of Blue Essence Consulting Firm here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a life survivor strategist who help women to navigate through the pitfalls of life, to rise and reign in their greatest potential, to find the power within them, and to crush it in life through the use of my GPS navigational system, where they learn to reroute their steps, rediscover their strengths, and refocus on the gift of living. And with that being said, is that we understand that when we go through life, that times life may deal us, or we end up being faced with some trials and tribulations, or we may find that we may have some struggles that we face in life, or that the storms of life may blow upon us. And at those times, it can become quite frantic. It can become quite overwhelming. It can become to a point that you're going to wonder, how am I going to survive this? Well, I sit here as a survivor myself, and am a survivor of cancer. And I was originally been diagnosed with cancer 13 years ago. And so when that storm of life actually arose, I wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know how to take it. So yes, it became to a point where I asked the question, how am I going to survive this? How am I going to overcome this? Will I survive this? Will I overcome? And so I sit here 13 years later, made it through for the first diagnosis, but then the second diagnosis, I'm actually currently fighting, continue to fight now. And that leads me to where I discover that there are 3 essential keys to survivorship. And that survivorship can be of anything. You can fill in the blank, whatever the thing that you might be enduring. But there are 3 essential keys that I discover to survivorship. And that's what I would like to talk to you today about. And key number 1 is keep on fighting. Keep on fighting, regardless of what the challenge is, regardless of what the storm is, regardless of how drastic the storm may come. Just keep on fighting. And you have to have that endurance to keep on fighting. And underneath that of keep on fighting, that subtitle or that sub element is to keep fighting for it. Because when you keep on fighting, you must be fighting for something. So keep fighting for it. What is that thing that you so desire? If it's that goal, if it's that dream, then you keep fighting for that thing. You know, if you want to see yourself in being elevated, then you keep fighting for that. You keep fighting, no matter how drastic the storms of life may become. Continue to keep fighting for it. If it's that marriage that seems to be on the rocks, and you know that you both love one another, but you're at a point where you're not seeing things eye to eye, then you keep fighting to retain or to maintain or sustain the love that's between you. So you keep fighting for that marriage. If it's a matter of your child that may be wayward and just getting involved with the wrong people, then you continue to keep fighting for that child, to actually see the light, to come to their senses and be able to come back and say, okay, this is not the way that I was raised. This is not the way, that my parents has taught me, that I know that I can do better and that I know that I can put myself in a better situation. So you keep fighting for that thing that you have determined to be of value. And the second element under keep fighting, the first key of keep on fighting, is to keep fighting against it. Because maybe you're not fighting for something, you may be fighting against something. And, maybe fighting against the forces. You may be fighting against the naysayers. You may be fighting against those who don't believe in your dreams. You may be fighting against those who say that you cannot do it, or you cannot become that, or you cannot overcome it, So you got to keep fighting against it. Keep fighting against the negativity. Keep fighting against the limited resources. Keep fighting against whatever that may be holding or serving as a stronghold that probably have you feel like you're just broken, that holds you to the point where you feel like you're in prison. Keep fighting against those forces so that you can be free, and free to go and live, the abundant life that God so graciously has promised us. The third element underneath keep fighting is that you're either going to keep fighting for it, keep fighting against it, or keep fighting in it. That means you may have to be in the midst of that storm, in the midst of that challenge. So you're going to keep fighting in it. You're not going to give in to it, but you're going to keep fighting while you're in the midst of it. You may not get out of it just yet. You may not see your way just yet. You still may be in the midst of the wilderness, and having your wilderness experience, but continue to keep fighting while you are in it. So that leads to the second key to survivorship. And the first key, again, keep on fighting. The second key is stay in faith. Okay, so what stay in faith is saying, never give up hope. Believe in yourself. And how you believe in yourself, you know who you are. So we have to be determined to know who we are and whose we are. It's not what other people say about us that matters. It's what really matters is what God says about us. So if I am living knowing that I am, we're fearfully and wonderfully made. And then therefore, if I believe in that, my actions will show that. Then I will walk in just that. If I believe that I am the head and not the tail, then I will walk in that. I will hold my head up in that, and knowing that I will succeed, So you got to really understand not to give up hope, but believe in yourself and know who you are. The second element underneath staying in faith is never give in. Don't be easily persuaded by the talks of others or the walks of others, how they're getting to success. It's not about being a cookie cutter, and trying to find the easy way out. Sometimes you have to get inside the trenches in order to dig for your treasure, okay? And then the third element, understanding faith, is never give up, never give in, and thirdly, never give out. So you don't want to quit. You want to be willing to stay the course to the end. You want to keep, as we stated before earlier about keep fighting, and you keep fighting while you're in it, then that's when you have the faith while you're in it. That's going to be the wheel that's going to keep you going. That's going to be the fuel that's going to keep you in movement, that's going to keep you moving forward. So you want to never give out. So don't quit, but be willing to stay the course. That leads me to the third key, which is, to survivorship. The first key, keep on fighting. The second key, stay in faith. And now the third key, remain focused. Yeah, understand the vision. That's when you understand what the vision is, that's how you're going to remain focused. See, you must see it before you can believe in it. If you can't see it, then you can't believe in something. You can't move towards it. You can't go and gravitate towards it. You can't go in and be calling out for it. You can't be saying, this is what I'm going to do, if you don't see yourself in it. Okay. So you have to actually see to understand the vision. So you must see the vision, because if you see the vision, because once you see the vision with your eyes, then you can believe in it with your heart. Okay. So see the vision with your eyes so that you can believe in it with your heart. And then therefore you will move forward towards that. So the second element underneath remaining focused is understand the vision, and then remember your why. Your why is going to be your fuel that's going to keep you driving forward. Your why, why am I in this? Why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? That's going to keep you motivated. It's going to keep you to rise up and reign so that you can win and crush it in life. And then the third element under remain focused, because remember, it's understand the vision, then remember your why, and then thirdly, enjoy the moment. Because see, when you enjoy the moment, that helps you to continue to remain present. So you remain present in the moment. And when you remain present, you remain alert. You become conscious of what's going on. You become conscientious of what's around you and what you surround yourself with and whom you surround yourself with. Then you'll be alert to know, okay, this is not good decisions. This is not a good collaboration. This is not a good connection. Then I must do something different. Or I see where this person is coming from. They're not being genuine. They're being, I don't like for what they're standing for. So then you can disassociate yourself from that, detach from that, the negativity. And so therefore you can, attach to people who are having the same insight as you and believing in your vision, because they see your vision too. So that's when they can give you that support. And that's what you want to surround yourself in, the circle of love for those people who really support your vision and see it. So enjoy the moment. And then also when you enjoy the moment, then you can detect when danger appears or when it occurs. Because when you see danger coming, you can prepare for it. And that's what I do in my group sessions. That's what I do in my individual coaching sessions. I teach you with my GPS system, my navigational system, of how to prepare yourself in order to survive something, how to overcome it, not just survive it, but overcome it. And when you overcome it, you get to the point that you can persevere, that you can continue to continue on and thrive. So it's just not just a matter of surviving it and just getting over it, but how can I thrive through it and beyond it? So that means you living beyond. And then that's where I have this segment of a webinar called Living Beyond. And that's when you go living beyond whatever it is, living beyond cancer, living beyond divorce, living beyond abuse, living beyond domestic violence, living beyond a stroke, living beyond, just the negativity of me just putting myself down, or living beyond when I didn't believe in myself. Just as simple as that. Whatever it is, you can live beyond it. Even living beyond COVID-19, living beyond a pandemic, a world pandemic, you can excel. If you would like to know more of how to connect with me and learn about these 3 keys of survivorship, which is keep on fighting, stay in faith, and remain focused, then you can find me at www.crushingchemochick.com. And you can also, follow me on all social media platforms at Charlisa Harriet, and also on Facebook at Crushing Chemo Chick. And I shall see you then. But in the meantime, keep fighting.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of the coaches that we got to hear from today. And of course, I just want to share a little bit about what type of coach I am. I am, again, the creator of the Glambitious brand, and I am an entrepreneur coach. So I help women thrive in their passion. I help them reach their goals, their, bottom line as it relates to making more money, marketing goals, public relations goals, branding goals, social media goals, any of those goals related to entrepreneurship. I am the coach for that. And so I just want to share 3 quick tips for you if you're an entrepreneur and you're feeling a little uncertain or not sure what your next move should be. I encourage you to redefine your goals. This is a great time to redefine your goals. Sometimes we've been in an autopilot state, so we've been just operating on autopilot when we need to take a breath and say, okay, what is it that I want to really achieve in my business? Money aside, yes, we all want to make more money, but from a place of purpose and impact and connection, what are my goals? What is it that I want to achieve? Next, you can ask yourself, how can I repackage some of the services or repurpose some of the products that I've already had released and repackage them and repurpose them to make them specific to this season? That's another way to just take what you already have and better monetize it, is just to repurpose it or just add to it or take something from it or change the colors and things of that sort. Then ask yourself, what is it that I've always wanted to do? For me, I've always wanted to be really into health and fitness, but I would find myself being distracted or feeling a little lazy and not really getting into it. Now I'm inspired because I have so much extra time to really get into fitness. So I'm taking courses on how to be a yoga teacher. I'm doing ab workouts. I'm doing, workouts with my friends virtually. And I'm just really trying to get into a place where I can inspire other people to get fit. So you can think about some of the things that you've always wanted to do and really get serious about those things so that you can eventually monetize it. This is definitely the season to find ways to monetize things that you've always wanted to do. And thirdly, create a plan, a specific plan to achieve what it is you want to achieve, to reach the number of people that you want to reach, and be creative in that plan. Sometimes we think that the only way to connect with people is on social media. That is not the case. There are a number of plans that I've implemented marketing wise or public relations wise to connect with people outside of social media. And so that should be a part of your plan. Each day, you should have an hour by hour plan of what you're going to do that day. And yes, you want to incorporate resting, meditating, working out, but you also want to incorporate some marketing efforts, some social media efforts, some simple networking efforts. We're not able to go into physical events and network anymore. So come up with ways to network and reconnect with women to find out how you can better serve them or how you can partner with them. So these are just a few of the ways that I want to share with you to kind of invigorate your efforts so that you don't feel down during this season, but instead you feel inspired. And I encourage you to consider a coach like myself as an accountability partner, as a person that can inspire you to, re-energize yourself with your business, as a person that can share some shortcuts with you. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for over 10 years. So I have a ton of shortcuts to help you reach your goals. And I would love to consider working with you. If you're interested in potentially coaching with me, send an email to glambitiousmember@gmail.com. That's glambitiousmember@gmail.com. And we can do a, complimentary consult to see if our energies mesh well so that we can do some working together and helping you with your business. So again, I encourage you to visit my website, theglamceo.com, because I have a ton of resources for women entrepreneurs. I like to consider the website a one-stop shop for women entrepreneurs. Whether you need publicity, whether you need coaching, whether you need some ebooks and webinars to teach you some things about entrepreneurship or how to secure sponsorship dollars or how to make $5,000 in 30 days. We have that educational material, and we also have really creative programs that help you make money, right? So that's the season that we're in, a season of wanting to solidify ourselves financially. So I have programs available to help you make money. Again, my name is Lily Mae. Please visit theglamceo.com. Follow @Glambitious IAM on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We also have a Glambitious Facebook group that you can join and promote your business. Just stay connected. It's a great way to, network, is by being involved with Glambitious and partnering with us on many of the things that we have coming up. So I appreciate you tuning in to these dynamic coaches that you heard from today. Please follow all of them and see where, or who would be the best fit for you, because I definitely think everyone needs a coach. Whether you've made $100 from your business, 6 figures from your business, or $1 million, all of us need a coach at any facet of business. And so that's what this platform was about today, was to introduce you to different coaches that can help invigorate your journey one way or the other. Okay. So I hope to connect with you soon. Have a great day.